Oh, welcome back. Just before I get into what I'm going to say today, which could be a little bit longer, I'd just like you to, if you think what comes out of this little channel is any good, just please subscribe or give us a thumbs up, please. It gives us a bit of an idea of, whether you think this is worthwhile or not. There's a couple of things I want to talk about today, and the main thing is that the first concern I have is the introduction of this AI business. I've always been a subscriber to a lot of local media, Twitter and all that sort of stuff, Threads now, and also have as you know, I probably run my 2 blogs, and I've been doing that since well into in the 90s and the 80s when the blogging first came out. But I'm at a stage now where if you have a look at Facebook and have a look at all the other platforms now, this AI is I have to doubt everything that I read from now on in, because I'm not sure whether it's been manipulated or shifted in any way. And I'm becoming a reasonable judge of how whether it's been touched with AI or not. And that's a bit of a skill to learn. I'm seriously going through that learning curve now. I'm not sure and that takes time. And I'm not sure a lot of other people are prepared to put that time in or just believe what comes up in front of your head, which concerns me a lot, because I believe generations after me are putting far too much faith in their search engines in more ways than one, and they're becoming the ruler of their life, other than taking taking advice or looking for advice, human advice, not generated advice. And that concerns me as well. Anyway, just in saying that and clearing this up, this channel will never be an AI channel. I can assure you of that. I won't use the AI stuff, but I will use some of the stuff on to enhance the place, but I will not be going AI. Okay, let's get on to the real nitty-gritty stuff. If you haven't listened in Queensland yesterday, we had a visit from the Jewish Prime Minister, Herzog. Something I just totally disagreed with, but anyway, that our government has decided to go along with that. And in saying that, I am calling for we talk about royal commissions. I believe we need a royal commission across Australia now to find out exactly how much power the religious groups have in Australian politics, and that's right across the board. I've got serious concerns now about the power of the religious groups and what they have over our politicians. They're not going to tell us about power. If they want to stand up, by all means, and they're entitled to their religions, but I'm entitled to know, and you are entitled to know, how much money is going into their campaigns, these religious groups, and then we can judge on their performance, on who's back. It's the same as how much the mining companies are putting in to parties like the Liberal Party, how much the unions are putting into the Labor Party. That should be all out in the open. And and where Hanson's getting her money from overseas, and that's got to be all out in the open. And it's time that we the people, and you can say to us, yes, we have declaring their donations and whatever. Maybe they can declare their donations, but that doesn't declare where they sit and who's sitting beside them when these things come up in Parliament. And that's where I feel the influence is. You can't document that. You can't document that at all. So in saying that will probably upset a few people in my party. But I'm sorry, but we're at a stage where we don't want to go down the road of America, where the churches and the billionaires are actually running the nation, and that's not a case for Australian politics. The road I want to see us go down. Okay. The second thing I want to talk about is the legislation that came through Queensland government yesterday about what we can say and what we can do with our this Palestinian group. You know, from the river to the sea and all that sort of stuff. Well, I'm supposed to be banned for saying that. And like, no, but I can say from the 7 Mile Bridge to Moreton Bay, and that's okay. You can't ban what people say. You can't ban the English language. You can ban the swastika salutes, the Nazi salutes, and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, by all means, and anything like that at all. But trying to ban language is one step, I feel, too far, particularly in the protesting area. And again, you've got to ask where that pressure's coming from, and the influence that comes from. And I said, I'm very concerned about where we're at with that in Australia. So, and in particular states, like we've got state government now that is moving the language that, and then we've got to ask who's actually driving that. Okay, so, and I can say that probably well because my grandfather's, my father's father, my father described him as a hook-nosed Jew. He probably, the evidence of that is, of what my family come from is he actually escaped from Germany and went to New Zealand and the history is very, very blurred. But I can only say what my father told me. Well, one night under the house in Fingal Street, we sat down and we had a bit of a yarn. Well, he sat me down and we had a bit of a yarn. So, and there's a lot of other stuff that went on in that conversation. I'll keep that till later. So, in saying that, I can actually look at the way the Jewish population views Australian politics, and I can say that, and I look at that through that vision, and I believe that they have far too much influence in this country, and they have far too much influence, possibly overall, and it's only because of money, and that's their tool. The tool is money. So, and it needs to be identified. And I'm not saying that, and the Catholic Church is exactly the same. They would use the money to influence and to sidestep politicians. So it's something we've really got to look hard, and it's going to be hard for us to convince our politicians to look hard. And we could ask ourselves why. So I believe we as Australians, and me as a strong person that believes in social justice for all people, it should come out. So, okay, I think we'll just call it a day just now. Thank you for your time, and please, if you think this is worthwhile, hit subscribe for me, and we'll see how this goes. Cheers, guys.